Alienware makes awesome high-performance desktops, notebooks, and professional systems. It's always a pleasure to talk with our friends, especially because they're neighbors down in South Florida. From Alienware, their technical marketing manager is Chris Bell. Chris, welcome into tomorrow. How you doing?
We're doing great. And yourself?
Fun opportunity here at CES, and I'm sure you're having a blast as well, are you not? There's lots to cover here, lots to see, and of course, Alienware doing some neat things.
Yes, we are. We have some great products here at our notebooks, desktops, and digital home.
Yes, and like, for example, the Alienware Hanger 18 system that uses the PC and the computing power of the PC to drive entertainment in the living room. This is a cool system that I've yet to get my hands on one.
That's one of my favorite products. I love playing with it back in the lab.
Oh, I'll bet. Tell us about it.
So what it is, it's actually an AMD-based PC with AMD Live Explorer actually on the PC. It gives you, it's a digital home where you can actually, you can watch TV, record TV in high def, so you can actually get up to 200 hours of high-def content, which is unheard of.
Now, is this a media center PC, or is it your own thing, or the convergence of all of the above?
It's basically a convergence of all of the above, but it is a media center PC. But it's in a living room form factor, so it passed the wife test.
Yes, exactly. Well, the spouse approval factor,
right?
Because, you know, sometimes we've had a lot of ladies in our audience that want to see the cool stuff, and the husband says, well, wait, this doesn't match. It does happen once in a while.
I know.
But either way, that's a great way to know that it's a nice-looking piece of equipment as well, not a tower standing up.
Without
not the game machine, that's in the other room.
Without a doubt. It has a living room form factor, it's black, it's actually about the size of a DVD player.
Oh, very
cool. So you
cool.
can't even beat that.
Yeah, exactly. It matches with all the other cool stuff that you've got in the rack anyway. High-end graphics, of course, used to be in demand mainly with gamers, as we mentioned, and of course, media enthusiasts in general. Do you see demand among mainstream consumers really happening more so for that visually immersive experience, like AMD Live, for example, Explorer?
Without a doubt. So basically with any technology, hardware or software, everything typically starts out in the high-end enthusiast and works its way down into the mainstream space. So software such as AMD Live, that's so intensive, it's going to start off in that enthusiast space, but it's going to force the hardware companies like AMD to actually drive into the mainstream space so everyone can enjoy the great experience AMD Live gives you.
And of course, how do you see consumers, especially those buying Alienware product, taking advantage of this stuff?
So AMD Live actually gives you the ability to watch TV while you're surfing the internet, or look at photos or videos while you're surfing the internet. So
or all of the above, as if we have nothing else to do.
So I can't tell you how many times I've been in my living room, actually with a laptop in my lap, and then trying to watch TV at the same time. With AMD Live Explorer, you can actually do both without having the hot laptop in your lap while watching TV. It's a dream. And
it's all about that main display. Take advantage of it and use all of the power that it can give you with as a nice display, right?
Right.
Alienware, of course, has had success offering that AMD Live solution to consumers. I think that's an understatement. You guys have worked that very well. Do you think that it appeals to the consumer in general, though? Or more people learning about it and catching on and saying, you know what, this would help me. This is something I want to do.
Right. It's basically just education. So with time, actually, AMD Live allows you to remotely see your photos or remotely see your videos or even remotely watch TV. So you can imagine if you're off at your grandmother's place and she wants to see pictures of your children, you can actually do that remotely. If all you need is an internet connection and a PC, you log into AMD Live Explorer and all of a sudden you have all the access to everything that's on your desktop back at home.
And of course, Alienware having been a leader in high-performance computing and entertainment systems, especially that whole Hanger 18 thing, I mean, that's just too cool. What do you see, Chris, as trends in the remainder of 2008 and into tomorrow with this whole computing industry? What's got you pumped?
So I think everything is going to the digital home and the smart home. So what you're going to see here in the future are things like home media servers. So basically, you can have a media server in your closet, and you're going to have a wired home. I think in the future, all these homes are going to go wired. So you can have a wired home, and you can stream everything to your bedrooms or your living room or even your kitchen using wireless media extenders. And it's basically a dream because you have all the content. You can get up to 4 terabytes of storage with a home media server. So 4 terabytes of storage, and you have access to it in every room of your house.
And be honest, would you ever have thought that you'd be talking about a server in your home?
No. You always hear about it in a business aspect, but right now, as you said, things start typically in the enterprise or in the enthusiast space. It gets driven down in the mainstream, just like you see in servers.
And of course, with so much content, I mean, I think we all have, it was just digital pictures, and that was enough to just suck up so much space. And now we've got video, and we've got copies of our DVDs, and we've got home movies, and we've got all this content, of course, music lists that just keep growing and growing and growing. it's really going to be more and more critical to have a server-type capacity where everything is there, doing its thing, protected, all of your content is there, and bring it up wherever you want, whenever you want. We don't care how that it works, just that it does. Right?
Right, you hit it on the head, where right now you see Blu-ray, it's actually 50 gigabytes of space. And probably 5 years ago, there were hard drives that were only 20 gigs.
Oh, sure.
So,
and that was huge.
And that was huge, right. So you can see how key capacity is in the hard drive industry, especially with high-def content. Some high-def content actually takes up 100 gigs of space just for a 30-minute movie or a 30-minute sitcom, whatever you may be watching.
That's true.
So now you actually do, and it's possible to fill at least 4 terabytes of space, and going into the future, it's going to be even larger.
And, of course, we get so spoiled, we won't even watch television unless it's high-def. You know,
right.
It's standard. Go away. I don't, who needs a standard def show, which means more storage, no matter what you're doing.
Right.
How does it play, a home server, for example, play well with the Hangar 18?
So a home server plays well with the Hangar 18 because the Hangar 18, it's very living room friendly, like I was saying earlier. But the media server, actually, there's no screen and there's no display. So the Hangar 18, you can actually see the play, you can see how far you are through movies. So it serves sort of, it serves it's a balance. So you need both. If you don't have the media server, you can get by with just the Hangar 18, but you definitely need both.
Because the Hangar 18 can, of course, store content as well, right? Do you think that folks are actually going to get that kind of the big picture and say, no, all the storage is going to go on that home server, and we're just going to use these other things to do their processing and their graphics and all the stuff that they're meant to do? Can we get used to that? I mean,
yes.
I think that's tough even in a business environment. No, I want that on my machine. I don't want it on the server.
Without a doubt, you're going to see the server sort of driving the home, and then you're going to see media extenders or products like Hangar 18 going in the bedrooms that have the living room, bedroom friendly form factor.
Gotcha. Okay. Or maybe even a home server in every bedroom. I don't know. We'll work on that. Hangar 18, certainly along the lines of Area 51 and all those other cool things. I assume Hangar 18 is in Area 51?
Yes.
Up over in that place that doesn't exist according to the government, that sort of stuff.
Right, but Hangar 18 does, so that's a good thing.
There you go. It actually does exist and is available. Check it all out at alienware.com. Of course, we'll link you when you visit graveline.com or intotomorrow.com to all of our guests, and you'll see what Chris and his team are up to. Keep doing the fun things at Alienware, and you'll notice, of course, you're staring at a couple of Alienware logos here on our broadcast setup as well.
Yes, I am.
That's always fun. Some guests kind of go, oh, look at that. The alien is glowing right at me as I'm being interviewed. Thank you, Chris, for joining us.
And thank you.
Our pleasure.